Why are you anxious right now? Is it because you're afraid of something happening? Or could it be because you know, deep down, that life is unpredictable and fragile? What if I told you that fear could actually be your ticket to growth? I've worked with countless people who struggle with anxiety and depression, and here's something that always surprises me. It's not a mystery why people feel anxious. In fact, we all have a good reason to feel anxious. You know why? Because we're vulnerable, and we all know, deep down, that one day, we're going to die. How could you not be anxious under those circumstances? But here's the twist. Despite knowing how fragile life is, we have the choice to move forward, to step into the unknown, to take on the world even when we know it's risky. But why don't we all do this? Step-by-step solutions. Acknowledge your fear. The first step is to recognize the fear for what it is. Fear is an emotional response, not always a rational one. So, you need to identify exactly what you're afraid of. Write it down. Is it failure? Rejection? Not measuring up? Be specific. Break it down. Once you know what you're afraid of, break it down into smaller, manageable pieces. Instead of thinking about the worst-case scenario, focus on what you can handle right now. What's the first step toward facing your fear? Break it down into bite-sized problems. Expose yourself to the fear gradually. This is where it gets interesting. It's not about getting less afraid. It's about getting braver. Gradual exposure is key. Start small. It could be as simple as speaking up in a meeting or taking a new route home. Over time, you'll get used to facing fear. Embrace the challenge. The interesting thing that happens when we expose ourselves to fear is that we learn to embrace the challenge, not avoid it. When fear is faced voluntarily, we activate a different part of our brain, the challenge mode. This is the part of the brain that handles positive emotions and resilience, not the defensive, flight, or fight system. Cultivate courage. Every time you face fear, you build courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to act despite it. This courage is what will shape your character and boost your self-esteem, not in a superficial way, but by proving to yourself that you are capable. Celebrate your victories, because when you overcome fear, you prove that you're capable of more than you thought. Then, at the end of the day, it's about finding peace within yourself. When you look at your life and say, I've faced my fears and I've grown stronger, that's real self-esteem. Because this kind of self-esteem isn't about feeling good about yourself just because. It's about knowing you've faced what scares you and you've come out stronger. Remember, fear doesn't have to control you. You have the power to face it, to take it on, and ultimately to grow.